Right guys, so we went through the single leg hip thrust, dumbbell, barbell. Now we're going to talk about the landmine setup. Now the landmine might be a funny word to you, but it's just literally getting the barbell set up in a position where you still have the advantage of being able to put more load as the barbell is now fixed. Usually in your gym you might have the little holster which the bottom of the barbell can fit into. Of course we've just set up a wee temporary measure here, but the same thing applies. The bar is fixed at that bottom position, it's not moving, which means that you can worry less about the stability requirements and just get more load into the bar. The reason why I like the landmine setup better for the single leg RDL, single leg hip thrust, is that when the barbell is on top of your hip, you can then isolate one leg better. So instead of the barbell being right across, it's now just over one hip, and I can focus on feeling that tension on one hip more than the other and feel that working that single glute as opposed to the barbell being across the top. So that's a really good alternative. You can set it up a lot easier, and when you're in the gym it might just be a bit of a faffle. I'm using a bench behind me, but obviously you can use a hip thrust pad if you do have them in the gym, which is easy to set up. Alrighty, so barbell in a fixed position, usually in the holster. Again, all you want to do is pull that barbell on top of your hips. Even though we're using a bench, a pad will be a lot lower down. Just get set up again with the shoulder blades above the bench. The opposite leg is going to float. You're going to push that hip up tall, squeeze that glute nice and hard, back down to the ground. And again, up, squeeze the glute hard, back down to the ground. Again, you want that 2-second hold at the top, just to feel that glute being isolated and working very hard. So we're here, up, hold, 2, 1, back down, and again, hold, 2, 1. And the landmine is just a really good setup so that you can really just start to add a wee bit more load on it. Although smaller plates will help, if you do have a bigger plate, then you'll be able to roll it onto the hip more when you're on the floor. So when you're on this position, like, it will be a bit tough if the plate is smaller, because it will just like bash off the knee or get stuck on the quad. But again, because it is fixed, it's easy to carry on and lift onto the hip on and off, guys. Okay, again, if you have a pad, put a pad on at the end. If not, use a mat. Usually this exercise will be higher reps, like a full barbell hip thrust. We'll be going lower reps, like 6 to 8 rep range. On here, it's going to be more 10 to 15 reps. This is more of an accessory, like hypertrophy / kind of metabolic movement, so that we can get a wee bit more reps in there, which will drive more muscle growth and just more like hip health work, because we're getting higher reps into the glutes. They're helping to obviously keep the hips nice and healthy. That will not be using a lot of weight anyway, so the less weight will work well on here. And again, it's just an easier setup. Using the dumbbell and stuff might obviously be sore on the hip. You can set this up nice and easy on top of the hip. So that is single leg landmine barbell hip thrust.